Crypto.com, Crowcoin holders. We're going to be talking about Crowcoin because I do have a little bit of a sneaking suspicion that we're going to see some blood in the streets here shortly. So without further ado, welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now. Anything I say in this video is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Let's hop into it. All right, I want to show you guys this. So over on Twitter, follow me at 333 Blacksea. I say, still short Crow for the short term, or at least until the price action resolves and signals something bullish. I do not like being short Crowcoin, but when the trades present themselves, I strike, okay? That's really how I play this game, guys. I always say, and I'm a broken record, but I'm an altcoin trader and a Bitcoin investor, and right now my Crowcoin trade is 255% in the profit. I'm going to continue to have this trade open because when I look at this right now, you know, on the daily, like, the daily doesn't tell me that we're going to keep continuing to go down, but I think that my line in the sand really is probably around here, around 13.132 cents, 13 and about a quarter cents. If we come down below this level, I do think we're going to come down to 12 cents, and the next question will be is if we decide to break down below that. But if you look at the 4-hourly, I have a little bit of a sneaking suspicion here that we're probably going to continue this breakdown. I mean, yes, like there is some bullish. I mean, I don't want to call it bullish divergence, but it looks like it's a higher low potentially. But looking at the 4-hourly time frame, but looking at market cipher, if you look at the money flow, it's starting to get thick in the red again, and the momentum wave has not clipped to the dark blue. We're still in the light blue, meaning that it's still building, and I think that we're probably going to see this continue to the downside, guys, unfortunately. Now, listen, I do not like being a bear. I do not like being a bear. I am just telling you guys how I'm viewing this market. I do not want to be leading you guys to the slaughter, so I'm telling you how I'm viewing this. And yeah, can we see some reversal from here? Sure. Can we see some invalidations on my short-term short trade? Yeah, sure. And, you know, just because I'm short doesn't mean that I think that Crowcoin is finished and is dead, right? It's just I'm taking advantage of the current price action, guys. And I do think that there is opportunity for invalidation. I just think that we're really in the hands of Bitcoin. And I think that we're going to have the Fed, the FOMC meeting in a few days from now, and I think that that might be what either ignites this move further to the downside or is our pivot point. Now, I'm going to view that as that. But all in all, when I look at this, guys, it looks a little rough. I'm just being honest with you. And I do think that the likelihood that we see continuation of the downside here is more likely than a reversal. We need to get above 15 cents if you want to see a reversal. So if you guys do want to trade, feel free to check out in the pinned comment section or description box below. We have a 10% bonus on all deposits to BTCC. They have up to 500x leverage if you want to do some high leverage scalping. I've been really successful lately on some high leverage scalps. And guys, like, I'll be honest, like right now, like that is right now is probably the best time to be high leverage scalping. Now, not financial advice. I'm just telling you guys how I'm doing this, how I'm navigating these markets. And if you are going to be high leverage scalping, probably don't crank it up to 500x leverage. Just because I say high leverage does not mean 500x. 500x, anything like over 20x is pretty degen, especially if you're not just doing it just for fun. Fun or not, it's pretty degen, but feel free to check out all the links down below. They're all affiliate links to help support this channel, and there's a lot of lucrative bonuses for you guys, so check it out. All right, so Kronos right now is ranked 26, down about 12% in the past 7 days, down about 6% in the past 24 hours, so we're seeing a little bit of a flush here, and it does look like it's starting to try to spill over a little bit here, and we're sitting at about below 14 cents now, and we're below a $5 billion market cap. We shedded about $200 million over the past day in market cap value. So that's something to note. And on top of that, right now, Bitcoin is below 108,000. And guys, like ETH is at 3750. The market is just weak. I don't know what to tell you. The market is weak right now, and I want to be a bull. But and you know it's tough when everyone's being a bear out there, because usually when everyone is feeling a certain way, usually that's not how it plays out. And that's why I still am believing in potentially that Q4, like at the end of October, we see a little bit of reversal with Jerome. Maybe he's really dovish. Maybe he's talking about more rate cuts. Maybe he's talking about potentially quantitative easing, and then all of a sudden we see a reversal. But guys, like Bitcoin trading around these levels is going to get tricky because if we break below the 200-day moving average, as we are below 110,000, if we rejected off of it with this somewhat of a shooting star candle, I would say, even though it's not a top, it just looks that way with it was a weak buy, right? The market was trying to buy it up and it got rejected, and it was a strong sell. But if we break below the 200-day moving average and we stay below there for a little while, I do think the next price target is around 94,000, guys. And if that happens, the real next question you really need to be asking yourself is, are we in a 4-year cycle? If we are, then is the 4-year cycle, is it over? Are we in a bear market? Or are we not in a 4-year cycle anymore? And this is just a opportunity zone. So it's really a tough spot to be in right now. But personally, how I'm navigating this is I'm shorting altcoins. I'm very cautiously longing Bitcoin when I see the right signs. I did a high leverage long a couple days ago, got stopped out in the profit, longed off of the bottom, which was like 106,000. And I think I got stopped out around like when we came back down around like 107.5 or 108, somewhere around there, because we came all the way up to like 115,000, didn't we? On this wick, let me show this again. On this wick, I believe we came up pretty high, like we almost tapped my target of 116K. Yeah, about 114,000. But I was keeping my eye on 116, but we just didn't have enough legs. Did not have enough legs to make it there, and so I view that as weakness. And but all I've been doing, like I said, shorting alts, carefully scalping Bitcoin, longs and shorts, and really just trying to see where this market goes here in the next coming weeks. And most importantly, what Jerome Powell says is going to be when I'm going to be on my toes, because I think that will be a very important pivot point. Either we see a reversal or it will really signify the move further down. But guys, that's all I got. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now. Check out all his awesome affiliate links down below. Help support this channel. And I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.